What's up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. During the last part, we saw a new scenario where Goku ended up training under the Supreme Kai. Not only granting him the use of magical abilities, but also giving him a huge head start in terms of godly powers. Now, he's the one training under Beerus and Whis, and the only one training under them. Vegeta's stuck on Earth, trying to figure out new ways to surpass Goku. But what's he gonna be doing here? We'll be seeing more of that in this part. For this video, let's set a like goal of 3,500 likes. It lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this, and it really helps the channel, so be sure to drop a like. Anyways, let's pick it from here. Vegeta continues his training in the Room of Spirit and Time. At some point, he does get Super Saiyan 3. Initially, he didn't want to work towards this. He saw it as kind of useless given all the drawbacks with it. But here, he has no other choice. It's really the only path he can go down. Maybe if he utilized this enough, he could find a way around all those drawbacks. Maybe Kakarot just didn't work with it enough. If he uses it, maybe he could use it differently. And the drawbacks are immediately apparent. But the thing is, Vegeta's going in knowing about these drawbacks. Goku didn't know until he fought Buu while alive. But Vegeta knows what to expect, and he's trying to figure out ways around it. Keep the ki from leaking out of him, and try and power up Super Saiyan 3 even further. It's tough, but with him training in the Room of Spirit and Time, he knows he can ascend it. He abuses this room, using it as much as he can, and at some point, he actually is able to master Super Saiyan 3. Now, it's not a huge development. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 is great and all, but compared to what Goku has, it's not really too impressive. But the fact that he worked around those issues with it, it's huge. It tells him that he can go further. That wasn't the limit of their power. And who knows, he could probably go beyond Super Saiyan 3. It's not like he was aiming to get this form from the get-go. But now he's more motivated than ever. He could use it to go further. Even further beyond. And instead, he decides to turn to someone else. He has a new training partner now, Piccolo. He would train with someone like Gohan, but Gohan's not too interested in training at the moment. Piccolo's probably the next best option. He's a very smart guy, and even though he's not the strongest person on Earth, he still is decently powerful and could make a great training partner. And maybe if the two of them butt heads, they could actually figure out a way to perfect Super Saiyan 3 even further. If that's even possible. Maybe ascend it somehow. Vegeta's knowledge of being a Saiyan and Piccolo's knowledge of just being a fighter in general. Two minds are better than one, and Piccolo knows it's just to help Vegeta, but he doesn't mind, he's got nothing better going on. And it will help him grow stronger in the process. Eventually though, Earth comes under attack. Frieza arrives, having been revived and all, and even getting his golden form. And Vegeta takes this as an opportunity. He wants to use this battle against Frieza to test his own power. And with him showing off Super Saiyan 3, of course this leaves Frieza stunned. But he gets over it soon enough because he realizes that once he transforms into Golden, Super Saiyan 3 is really nothing to him. And Vegeta realizes how far behind he truly is. Thankfully, Goku's able to show up in the nick of time. He's been tracking what's been going on Earth, sensing this battle and all. And he did want to jump in, but he also wanted to let Vegeta have a crack at it. But now, seeing how bad this is, he uses the Kai to get there instantly, and before Frieza could do any more damage, he immediately transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, getting ready to battle Frieza himself. And once again, Vegeta gets to see the sheer power that Goku has at the moment. And Goku is looking for a fun battle here, but he can't even have that. With him getting such a head start on godly powers, especially Super Saiyan Blue, he's already so far ahead of Frieza, and he knows Frieza's dangerous here. Had he not intervened, Frieza would have definitely blown up Earth. No one was going to be able to stop him, and he knows Frieza's going to try to do that. If he lets his guard down even for a moment, Frieza's going to slaughter everyone here. And it's not worth drawing out this battle because Frieza's not on Goku's level. He's so far ahead. Not just ahead of Vegeta, but everyone, Frieza too. So he ends the battle quickly, defeating Frieza with relative ease, and everyone watches on. All of whom are amazed at Goku's power, but especially Vegeta. Of course, he knew his Super Saiyan 3 was nothing compared to what Goku had, but he wonders if he'll ever be able to reach a level like that. He really would like to train with godly ki and all, but he has no method of obtaining it, and no way to train with it. He's just stuck here. And if anything, this performance would make Beerus even less likely to want to take Vegeta under his wing. If he couldn't even defeat Frieza, he's not going to really make a great rival. Vegeta goes back to square one, trying to think of new ways to get power. And it's not just Piccolo training with him either. Now, Gohan joins. After Resurrection F, Gohan would still get that motivation here. In the main story, that's what happened. He started training again after this, and here, well, if he's going to be training with Piccolo, he's training with Vegeta too. So there's more changes here because now Vegeta has an extra training partner. And Gohan's curious to see how far Vegeta will go in terms of strength. He's been acting very motivated recently, and it's kind of rubbing off on him. Gohan wants to achieve that ultimate power again. He's been slacking in training and doesn't have access to it right now. But thanks to this, he's back in action. Although Vegeta's looking for something much different. He even suggests Vegeta could just go get the ritual done, but no, he doesn't want that. He needs to achieve power in another way, his own way. He'll evolve as a Saiyan, and then it hits him. A Saiyan. He's been going about it all wrong. So apparently from what Goku's been telling him, that blue form, that blue-haired one that he has, it's actually a combination of two other ones, Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan. So what if Vegeta were to combine Super Saiyan with something else? The question is, what else would he combine it with? There is one other form that he could get access to, one that he hasn't used in a while, but maybe could work here. Great Ape. Combine Super Saiyan with that form, and who knows what he could do with it. And, hypothetically, if this does work, he can combine Super Saiyan 2 with it, and then even Super Saiyan 3. By consulting Bulma, he's able to find a way to actually get this form once again. It's all in the Blutz waves. And she'd definitely be able to make a machine to actually do this. It's basically like what happened in GT. Except here, Vegeta doesn't know of Super Saiyan 4. He just theorizes that it could be possible. More time passes. Eventually, we get to the Universe 6 tournament. The roster's going to be pretty much the same for the team. I feel like Monaka's still going to be there because Goku's the only one on Beerus' planet, so Monaka would be a good motivator for Goku. But yeah, the team's the same except for the fact that Goku and Vegeta are at different strengths than they are in the main story. And the first fights are going to go pretty much the same too. Goku versus Frost ends up with Goku being eliminated. Same with Piccolo too. The arc starts out pretty normally, but once Vegeta's up in the ring, this is where things start to change. Frost is the perfect opponent for Vegeta. He's more than ready to show off his new power against him. He's Universe 6's Frieza. There's no better opponent for him to fight against. And Frost wonders why he's being so cocky. Isn't he less strong than the other Saiyan? Well, Vegeta's unlocked a new form of strength. He's been working on this for a while, and he can actually use it at will now. At first he had to rely on a machine for it, but here, he's able to utilize this power whenever he needs it. And he's been itching to fight someone with it. Frost will be the first to be actually defeated by it. But there is another thing he wants to note. This isn't the peak of his power. Of course, he knows it's not as impressive as something like Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, but it's still impressive because it's a new evolution in Saiyan power. But it's not the end of his evolutions. It's actually the beginning of a brand new path. He transformed, showing off this new power called Super Saiyan 4, a combination of the power of Great Ape and Super Saiyan. And I know what you're probably thinking. You've done this a lot before, Vegeta getting Super Saiyan 4, and then probably getting Limit Breaker later on. No, I'm doing something different here. Like I mentioned, this is only the beginning for Vegeta, not a new ceiling. Vegeta's been theorizing. Maybe he can go beyond Super Saiyan 4. I mean, if it's just the power of Great Ape and Super Saiyan, who's to say he can't combine Super Saiyan 2 with that, or Super Saiyan 3 for that fact? It is a stepping stone. Next, he could probably get something like Super Saiyan 5 or 6. As crazy as it sounds, it seems possible for him. And that's what he's pursuing at the moment. But he doesn't really need those against Frost. He shows off Super Saiyan 4, and it's more than enough to actually defeat him, making Vegeta pretty happy. It's a great way to gauge new strength, and having victory over Universe 6's Frieza, it's definitely good for him. And while he does have this victory, he ends up making it to Hit, but Hit is able to defeat Vegeta pretty easily. Not really unexpected, but Goku's up next. Once again, because he was eliminated unfairly. And just like Vegeta had the perfect opportunity to show off a new power, Goku does too. He's been training beforehand in the Room of Spirit and Time. Now he realizes, though, he might have been going about it all wrong. What Vegeta was saying with his Super Saiyan 4 form, he could have been doing that too. And he's definitely going to keep that in mind for later. Maybe he can evolve Super Saiyan Blue somehow, beyond where it is at the moment. But he does have one other thing up his sleeve, something that he's been working on. And it's why he thinks he's been going about it all wrong. It's something that'll give him a huge increase in power. And he's more practiced with it here, so it's not as risky. It's Blue Kaioken. He shows that off against Hit, being able to have a fun fight for once. And also glad that it's working pretty well here. This is the first real-world test of it. He's only really used it in training before, and he's kept it kind of a secret. Beerus is elated to see it too, but also kind of mad that Goku didn't show him sooner. Although he was working on it in the Room of Spirit and Time, which did go into alone because Vegeta wouldn't really have been much help to him. But it turns out Vegeta was actually a huge help, because it gets Goku to realize, yeah, Blue Kaioken is cool and all, but maybe he can do something different, evolve Super Saiyan Blue somehow, just like they did with normal Super Saiyan. He's definitely going to keep that in mind going forward, and it's probably going to switch up his training regimen a bit. Either way though, there's a couple things they're glad about. For one, they won the tournament and Earth is going to remain in Universe 7. Also, they all had fun. It was a good test of their powers. And both Goku and Vegeta got to show off their new strength. And it got both of them to realize different things. As for Goku, he knows he's going to go down a different path of power now. He's going to try and find ways to evolve Super Saiyan Blue beyond where it is now. And not by using Kaioken, like the actual form itself. He's going to upgrade that form, instead of just stacking a different kind of power on top of it. And as for Vegeta, he's enlightened by something. He's been motivated throughout this entire series so far. Well, I say that, but it's only been 2 parts. But you get what I mean. He's in a pretty good spot now. And he recognizes Goku is much farther ahead, and yeah, he knows he's probably never going to be able to catch up to godly powers like that. But Vegeta has a new path to power, and that keeps him happy. It's his own unique thing. He's getting stronger. And again, it's stuff unique to him. Yeah, he might not be as strong as Kakarot, but he has his own stuff. And he's still getting stronger, improving himself continuously. He's having fun while doing it, being able to have good battles, and doing things like get to Saiyan blood pumping. The rivalry between the two still exists, but in a much different format. Instead of Vegeta just desperately trying to catch up to Goku, the two of them are actually intrigued by each other in a different way. Not that way. I mean, like, Goku's looking at Vegeta, seeing how he's evolving his power, and utilizing that with his own godly forms. And as for Vegeta, he acknowledges that he might not be able to catch up to Goku, but still, he acts as a great motivator for Vegeta, knowing that a Saiyan can achieve a power like that. And who knows, maybe he doesn't need Godly Ki. Maybe he will find a way to achieve a power like Goku's, but without godly powers. I mean, he didn't know Super Saiyan 4 existed until very recently. So who knows what else is out there? It's like he theorized, like a Super Saiyan 5, a Super Saiyan 6, maybe something that's not even Super Saiyan, just stuff beyond it. He's gonna keep on working towards this. Whatever different powers are out there, he's not too sure of what they are, but he's gonna work towards them. He'll figure them out eventually. And as for Goku, he's gonna do the same thing, except going out on a much more godly path. Sadly, Beerus is still kind of uninterested in Vegeta, but Vegeta doesn't care anymore. This lights a fire under him. He's so fired up. Goku's evolving as a godly Saiyan, while Vegeta's just evolving as a regular Saiyan. Fitting for him too. He's embracing that Saiyan pride. But not in a malicious way, more so in the form of self-improvement. And it's also great because he's no longer obsessed with surpassing Kakarot. His Saiyan pride is driving him, but in a much different fashion than it was before. The question is, though, where are each of them going to go in terms of strength? While Goku returns to Beerus' planet, trying to catch up to wherever Monaka is, Vegeta returns to training with Gohan and Piccolo. This has been really beneficial for him so far. Gohan's actually a great opponent in terms of strength. The two of them can spar together a lot, and it does help Gohan as he tries to unlock Ultimate again. And Piccolo's intellect is insanely helpful too. So not only are his two training partners pretty strong, but their intellect helps Vegeta get further as well. Something that really shouldn't be overlooked, given the fact that it's what helped him get here in the first place. And actually, Gohan's a bit interested in Super Saiyan 4, but he sees how rigorous Vegeta's training is and he doesn't really want to go with that. Ultimate is good enough for him, he just wants to reawaken that, and once he gets that, he'll be content. And actually, having Gohan here is a good motivator for Vegeta. He knows how high Gohan's potential is, and he saw the strength of Ultimate beforehand. Once again, he has a new person to motivate him, but he's not going to be obsessive about it, desperately trying to surpass people just for his own ego. He's just going to keep improving himself. He knows Saiyan strength is limitless, and he's going to utilize that to his advantage. It's kind of funny too, because the scenario started out focusing on Goku, but there's a huge focus on Vegeta now too. Where's that going to carry us going forward? Well, we'll be saving that for the next few parts. This is where we'll leave off for now. So, what did you guys think about this part? What do you think's going to happen next? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to drop a like. I definitely want to see what you guys think. Be sure to subscribe as well and hit that bell icon if you haven't. It notifies you about any new videos, including more parts of the series. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.